Well, happy reunion to all of you, first of all. It's been 10 years, and as you look back on your high school graduation, I would just like to have you look back a little bit farther to when you were in junior high, if you could still do that. I have here a class picture, and I'm just going to go through that the class picture, and I can't tell everything I know, but I will make a few comments at least. I'll begin with Randy Lindblad. Randy Lindblad, in case you don't remember, in case it doesn't remind you enough, he won the conference championship in baseball for the Grantsburg Pirates when he hit a grand slam home run through the goalposts on the old baseball field, and the Pirates won because of the 10-run rule. There's Randy for you. He's sitting next to Colleen Peer. Isn't she nice? Colleen, hi. How are you doing?
Our librarian.
Hi guys, same old Mr. Tagan, minus a little more hair here. Nice to see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Of 86, I guess. I don't remember too many math students, but I sure remember that baseball team that we had and went to state when you guys were sophomores. And there was a catcher that hit a home run right through the goalpost that won the conference championship for us. And that memory will be in my mind for a long time. Nice seeing you. Good luck.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to say greetings to everybody, but I sure can't remember most of you that were in the class. I do remember one thing, though, the nice watch you gave me for when you guys graduated. It was a wonderful gift. Someday I'll even try to figure out what I did with it. I hope you have a nice reunion, and I'll see you all again.
Okay.
Hello, class of 1986. Here you are, out after 10 years doing wonderful things, and here I am. Some things don't change. I've still got the grade book and the test, and lots of memories of you. Have a great reunion.
Everybody, wish I could see some of you. It's been a long time, and I'm still here, going at it strong.
All right.
But you have a good reunion.
Thank you.
Probably better off to take them on the back.
Well, yeah. Sure.
The class of 86, and hope you're having a nice reunion. Really enjoyed having you here, and I've seen a few of you once in a while, and it's fun to hear about your successes. Good luck in the future.
So 1986. Believe it or not, there are some classes that, I really remember more than others, and yours certainly is one of them. Certainly I remember all of you who were in Annie Get Your Gun, and I remember our senior band trip with a number of you. We had a really good time. Well, we wish you the best here from the music department. In fact, 1986, I had a lot more hair than
Am I on TV?
Yep.
I'm looking at your picture here, and most of you, and I remember about all of you. I didn't have all of you in class, though. But I remember you as a really nice group of kids who are adults and have your own kids now. And
Oh, how I miss you. Such wonderful little musicians. Oh, how I wish you were back. I just can't stand it any longer not having you here. May I dance for you?
pianist, Mark Peterson.
86. Hope you have a good 10-year reunion. I remember the days when each of you were in my class. Some enjoyable years. You had a real good class. As you can see in the background here, we just finished parent-teacher conferences today now, and they worked on making their floats. If you recall, each one of you made a float, and here they had a chance to pick the state that they wanted and tell a little bit about the state, and they had kind of a fun time with it. But I hope now that many of you are gainfully employed in various parts of the country, and it'll be fun to see some of you again. So thanks for the memories that I have of you, and look forward to seeing you sometime in the future. Thank you. Bye.
The Zeilers, next. They're nice too, very nice. And they're doing very well. I see them once in a while. I don't see Steph so much. Derek I see once in a while. He's kind enough to stop in. Stephanie never stops in. Mike Greenwood. Oh, I felt bad when he broke his knee in football, or did whatever he did to his knee in football. Good athlete, a lot of talent, definitely so.
Well, hello. I'd like to extend my greetings to the class of 86, right? Yes, that's the one. I should know my son John was in there. And I wish to say hi to all of you old geezers now who've been out in the real world for a while. I hope it's treating you well. We miss you around here, believe it or not. And I hope you have a wonderful reunion, and I hope your lives are as good as you had hoped they would be. And I wish you the very best peace and love. And I'd like to send a special beso to my son John. He happens to see this. And thanks to Deb for doing this. That's all.
Okay.
Vivian, I had to look at your picture, and I hope you haven't changed as much as you probably think I have. We had lots of fun together, and I can think of so many things, but nothing specific comes to mind except that Debbie and Pete hanging on each other in the hallway from my room.
No way.
Maybe because she's here, I'm picking on her, I don't know. Lots of fun times. I hope you have a wonderful night and lots of good memories, and keep that reunion thing going. It gets more fun every year.
Next, just keep in mind, there's always a possibility there could be a test tomorrow. See ya.
Have a good time and have a great 10-year reunion, right? Is it 10 years?
Yep. Perfect. Thanks.
Hello. When Deb asked me to say hello to you, I couldn't believe that you could be having a 10-year reunion already. You can't be that old because that means I had you in 4th grade 19 years ago. And I still remember your class very well. You had super leaders. I'd say that probably you had so many good leaders that you had maybe more conflicts than some classes. Another thing I remember was everybody in your class was always going out with someone else. Everybody was going out, and I'd say, "Where are you going?" "Well, we're just going out." And one fun thing that I remember or think about now as time has passed is that they always say what goes around comes around. And 19 years ago, when I had your class, I was going to have my first child. Last year, my children came home from school, and they were so excited because their teacher, their wonderful, wonderful teacher, who was their volleyball coach, their drama coach, and their English coach, was also going to have a baby. And that was Deb Allaman-Johnson. And it's just been so great to watch all of you grow and develop, and I'm so proud to have been your teacher. Have a great time.
Peter Johnson. Well, I have to be careful there. But there's a lot of memories there, but I work with him now, and I don't want to be wrecking his life because then he'll turn around and wreck mine. He's sitting next to a babe. Right there. Can you zoom in on that? Right there. Is that? Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Shut up. Jesus. That's Debbie Allaman, who has gone from having the best tan in the world to never letting the sun shine on her skin.
Hope I didn't say too much.
Okay, hi gang. Deb told me I should be doing push-ups, but I figured I was just a little bit too old to do that, and she said I couldn't keep up with you anyway, so I didn't even decide to try. But the hamsters are doing well. We gave up guinea pigs, and I hope you're all having a good career and a good life. Congratulations and happy reunion. Take care.
Hi there, class of '86. I want to take and congratulate you on your reunion time, and I want to also congratulate you on being one of my favorite classes. I remember this group, and I probably shouldn't mention just a particular thing, but football. The football team that year brought us our last, great number of victories, I might say, and a good fun time. I remember down, I believe it was at Chautauqua, when we scored many, many points, got a lot of the underclassmen in and had a good time. But I want to wish you all the best and a good future from this point on also.
Thanks.
You know, you get into that football and sometimes some people aren't that interested.
Brian Erickson, wonderful career in music down the cities. What Stan Marzak is to our school, Brian is to his school. Shannon Williamson, worked with her mom. Carlene and I have worked together for a lot of years, and Shannon has stopped by once in a while, so I've gotten to see her and her family. And well, this you may have to cut out here. Was Kevin in that class?
Yep.
Kevin, where are you, Kevin? Who cares, Kevin? I don't... I see your dad once in a while, but I remember Shannon.
The stuff out anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've been sitting here enjoying viewing this graduation picture and seeing all of your smiling and hopeful faces. Some of you that I still see still have some smiling and hopeful faces when I'm lucky enough to keep in touch with any of you. There were just so many neat kids in your class. There were so many just plain good citizens, and as I look across this great looking group, I don't think we've had a class with so many just plain good citizens ever since you guys left. And now I'm even related to some of you. Of course, I've always been related to Donna. Hi, Donna. And hi also to Jill. I'm glad you could make it back in time for the reunion. I had no idea when you first started performing in front of our 7th grade reading class, I knew you were going to be an actress, that one day we'd even be related. Okay. Okay, I always knew that Debbie and Peter would end up together, though. They just seemed like the pair from day one, but unfortunately, I suppose I'll have been retired already by the time Gus gets old enough for 7th grade. But maybe some of the rest of you, I might be having your kids. It is fun to read in the paper about all of your accomplishments. Sometimes when I see some of your parents, I ask how you're doing, and they're always really glad to share all of that stuff with me. I hope that when you look back on these years that you have some good memories of this old building too. You know, since you guys are all gone now, there isn't really any reason to hang around this old building, so we'll be going to the new middle school real soon. Hopefully. And I hope that you get a chance to stop up and see it sometime, or stop up and see me when you bring your kids into school. And I want to wish you all the best, and I hope that your futures are just everything that you dreamed of when you were in junior high. Have a good day.
So, happy 10 years, and may you have 10 more. And keep the gray out as long as you want, but I think you look better with gray.
And guys, just want to make a little mention of how much I really enjoyed the 1986 basketball season. I had a great time. Hope you guys had a great time too, and it's something that I'll always remember as being one of the highlights of my coaching career. If I could coach a team like that again, I'd do it again right away. It was just so much fun. Really enjoyed it.
Remember the dance? And do you remember the kissing booth? I remember who set that up. And I also remember that we blocked off some rooms, but a couple of you found your way into those rooms. And then I found you. Oh, those are good memories. I'm not mentioning any names, but you know who you are. Oh, there's Kevin. Yeah, I see him.
Yep.
As you can see, I'm not really dressed for this great occasion, but I have a few words I'd like to say to you. First of all, live a healthy life, eat healthy food, and take good care of your children so another teacher can enjoy them the way I did you. Bye-bye.
I'll edit out some of this stuff too, so don't worry about it.
Oh my, when, you tell me when I have to start.
You go ahead and start.
First of all, I have to say that this is one of my favorite groups, as I'm sure you know. I remember many things, including the slaughter and the square dancing and the fun we've had, but we also worked hard too. We had a lot of fun, but we had a lot of work. And I hope the very, very best for every single child in this class. That's it.
Welcome, class of 1986. And as you can see, things have changed since Mr. Warner.
Mr. Potvin, he always thought he was a tennis player, but he wasn't. He always thought he was a softball player, but he wasn't. But when he was playing football, remember this? I think it was at St. Croix. Oh, what a game you had. The one-handed catch. Oh, outstanding football game. It's in your memories. It's in my memory. I think it was at St. Croix, and I think it was on your birthday. Great game.
If you have wrinkles and puffiness under your eyes, I recommend Sudden Change Under Eye.
That's all done.
Okay. What about the race?
Okay, Debbie and I were talking here about some of our old memories, and one of the things I gotta remember is don't forget the raisins. That's it.
There's Sherry Oakes. Yes. Now, I think she went on to a very successful career.
As a mom.
As a mom. Are you helping me out here? And glad for her. I get to see your husband once in a while. Send him a little note on email once in a while.
Yep.
Randall Erickson. Fine moment for Randall was when he, I believe, pitched a perfect game in summer baseball for the junior high. A perfect game. Outstanding. He had a kind of a savvy and a knack for sports, and he had a quickness. And then he went to work at the grocery store, and he started eating those little kibbles and bits or something like that. I don't know, Randall. Come on now. Sorry, kid.
Right. For the class of 1986, I have nothing to say to that pack of troublemakers.
I'm a grandpa now. Duh. I don't want to do this.
Oh, Dad.
Duh. I don't want to do this.
Greetings to the class of 1986. I wish you a happy reunion. I've been thinking about you since Debbie has asked me to do a little bit of talking on this video. I consider you to be a class that I have always felt kind of bonded to. I enjoyed my short-term teaching with you for Mrs. Schwartzstrober in the junior high. We have certainly enjoyed our friendship and a relationship with Vicki Boyd Jensen, who has been a dear friend to us, and we still get together. We associate with Colleen Pierre Morgan, so I wish to really greet them and wish them well on this reunion. I hope you have a good time relating your friendship, relating back to your friendships, relating family relationships to one another, and having a good time. I hope also that for the future you keep dreaming and have dreams and are successful in your endeavors, both family and career-wise.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dan Johnson, isn't he nice? Denise Johnson, isn't she nice? They're sitting next to each other in this picture. I see there's so many of you. Two nice people, Dan and Denise Johnson. The things I want to talk about, I can't really always talk about here though. Let's go back to, let's see, where's, no, I can't talk about her.
Oh, come on.
No, I can't talk about him.
bring my greetings to all of you. It's already 16 years since you left Grantsburg Elementary School. I hope that I was successful in treating each of you the way I wanted to be treated way back when I was in school, and that's an awfully long time ago. The rewards in public education are not financial, but they come when people like you are successful and happy in life. I've always tried to stress the importance of Christian values in life and to share them with others. That was the why of the Grey Y Club that many of you were a part of. It's still my hope and my prayer that each of you would put Jesus first in your life. When Alvaro was living with us, at least the first year, he told me about everything that happened at the high school. And the second year, he didn't tell me anything, and I couldn't figure out why. And then he told me that Bob Werner had asked him not to. He said, Dr. Kopp thinks things are crazy enough at the high school as it is. I'm sure Al would like to be here for your reunion. He's being married on June 22nd, and I'm sure would like to bring his bride with him, although she probably wouldn't know English, but that would be beside the point. Debbie suggested that I tell one of my corny jokes. I don't know where she got the idea that I tell corny jokes, but she did from someplace. Anyway, so I'll close by reminding you that old principals never die, they just lose their faculties.
Okay. Well, I would just like to say hello, and it's wonderful to have some of you back in our community again. And unfortunately, of course, I'm used to having the students that I taught, teaching their kids in elementary again. But it's nice to see that you're coming back to the community. It means that you enjoy this area and you think a lot of the school. And your class was wonderful. They're great role models, and they continue to be. Have a wonderful reunion.
Pleasure to talk to you. I have a couple questions to ask you. First, number one, how many of you still have a driver's license? Number two, how many of you have not had a traffic citation? Number three, enjoy your driving. Thank you. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Don't worry about stepping on toes.
Don't worry about stepping on toes.
We'll be whipping stuff at the screen anyway.
What can I mention here?
Whatever you want.
Oh, who's going to see this? The parents?
No.
No, the parents will never see this. Poison ivy. Oh, the kissing booth. That was a biggie. The talent that your class has. That was an important one. I mean, you were very mature as you came through the junior high, and we couldn't always bring the program up to your level of maturity. But you were well-behaved and well-mannered. You were brought up very well. And that goes a long way in life.
Well, class of 1986, a lot has changed since you departed the hallowed halls of Grantsburg High School, but one thing is remaining the same. The water's still blue, and I am still here. I hope that your reunion is a joyful and fun-filled one. Have a great life.
Gotcha, Lauren. Yes, you can. Start all over.
Class of 86. I can't even remember back that far, but this is all that matters to me now anyway, is my little grandson. So, you see, all this stuff you see, all this video that's being done was done with all my stuff that Deb used. And I taught her how to do everything she knows, so there. Good luck. Wish you the best. See you sometime. Stop by and see us. We got lots of neat things going on at school here.
Here we go. Under the spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands. The smith, a mighty man is he, with large and sinewy hands, and the muscles of his brawny arms are strong as iron bands. Also, do you remember the Gettysburg Address?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, think about that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hello, this is Miriam Newby, and I'm out at Nelson School. This is where you probably spent part of your first or second grade year. And this is the room I'm teaching kindergarten in now. And as you can see, the room has changed a lot. We've got the gingerbread house that some of you remember from kindergarten in our room out here down at Nelson. And I can't believe that it's the 10th year reunion of this class already. I don't have any real special memories to share with you, just good luck and congratulations.
Greetings, graduation class of 1986, from your kindergarten teacher, Helen Baker. You were the class of 1973-1974 when you began your educational journey in kindergarten. I looked at the list after Debbie talked with me, and I found that there were 32 in the morning class and 31 at one time or another in the afternoon class. Now that's a lot of children. I don't think today that there could be that many in one kindergarten section at a time. Nevertheless, both of your classes were good classes. As I looked at your names, I could recall pleasant incidences from many of you. And at times I see some of you quite often because you are in the area as I am. And at times I've seen some of you at weddings, and I've been to some of your weddings too. After I retired from kindergarten, I was asked to join the Grantsburg Public Library staff, and I'm still there. So it's been fun to meet many of you at the library also, and now some of you are reading to your own children. And I think that's great. That's one of the best gifts that you can ever give your child, is to read to them. And I used to tell your parents to read to you when you were little. Just a week or two ago, I talked with someone who said there would be cousins, first cousins in a kindergarten class this fall, that they would be together. And I remember in the afternoon class at Grantsburg, in your class, there were 3 boys that were first cousins, and they were the best of friends. And I hope that you are still friends, Eric, Peter, and Randall. Best wishes to you, and may you be blessed with many, many more happy reunions of your class of 1986.
Certainly were outstanding in high school. As you got older, you went in and you were a little bit young, you had to work your way up, but then, well, you took over in athletics, and that's sometimes a measure of how your class does, as long as you don't take too many other shortcuts that go with it. Outstanding as seniors. One of the finest senior classes that I remember in my 20 years in Grantsburg. And I congratulate you on your 10-year reunion. I'm sorry for those people who weren't able to attend. They can miss out on a lot of teasing. For those of you who did make it, congratulations to you, and I hope that when your 20-year reunion comes around, that I'll still be around too. Thank you. Anything else I want to say?
Well, hello everybody. You kind of caught me at a bad time, but I guess what does it matter? For the class of '86, I'm willing to do anything. Oh, here, I'll just get rid of that for now. Well, you guys are back for your reunion, your 10-year reunion. I think that that's a pretty good time. I think it's important that you guys show up. There's some real highlights of my life that I remember from the class of '86, and even though sometimes I try to forget some of them, they're all pretty good. One of the things that I still do this year is, believe it or not, I spend 1 or 2 nights all by myself with Mike Moritz out in the woods. So there's a lot of credit to that. But I have a lot of stories. I have a lot of football stories. I remember when Mike Johnson was at the St. Croix game, and when Mike gets really mad, he would come up with these swear words. And this one guy was holding him, and Mike said, "Jeepers, I don't know what to do." So he was really mad at that game, but that was fun. I remember Randy Lindblad running on a 31 trap for about 50 or 60 yards. I remember all kinds of things. It's happy to see now that a few of your classmates have been married to each other, and some of them are actually living in Grantsburg. And I get to work now with Pete in the junior high, and this is the last year in the old building, so next year we're off to the new middle school. I'm not going to talk for so long like Mr. Stapp does because the batteries are running low and I really have to go. Yeah, that was a good one. Well, anyway, you guys were really a fun class, and I have a lot of good memories of your class. And I wish you the best. I hope you have a very good and safe evening and have a lot of fun. And I hope you all attend your next one. So until then, Adios.
Yay!
Sleep tonight, and may your dreams be realized. If the thundercloud passes rain, so let it rain on him. So let it be. So let it be.
Oh no, they're tearing our school down brick by brick.
Sleep tonight, and may your dreams be realized. If the thundercloud passes rain, so let it rain. Let it rain on you. 10 years come and gone so fast, I might as well been dreaming. Sunny days have burned to path across another season.
Sorry if you weren't in the video. I did ask people to send stuff, so if you didn't send anything and I didn't have anything of you, I'm sorry you're not in the 86 part. But I used every available footage of every person that I could find from our class. And some of the teachers didn't want to talk to us. And also I missed some of them, so that's why there aren't everyone that we ever had.